Hi there, welcome to Thriving on Purpose. I'm Elizabeth Richard, a certified leadership coach, and I'm also a believer. I help today's Christians in the areas of faith, personal growth, and leadership. And so today's video is going to be about four books that I recommend if you're in the home business industry, if you're working your business online, you're an entrepreneur, whatever kind of business you're in, you need to have these four books. So the struggle point that I found many Christians have is when it comes to money. So many Christians, many believers have this negative mindset when it comes to money. They feel guilty. They feel like I shouldn't be making money. I don't want to get, fall in that category where I'm getting into the love of money because that's evil. Because we know what the Bible says about that. But I think there's a lot of misconceptions. And the Bible, God encourages us to be wise, to be smart, and to really learn about all kinds of things that are wise. And we know that by reading Proverbs and learning from King Solomon. And I think that when the Bible, everywhere in the Bible where he talks to us about being wise, it's about being knowledgeable as well. And if you don't learn about money, if you don't study wealth, if you don't study how to create wealth, then it's just a topic that you're always going to struggle with. And unfortunately, a lot of believers think that it's just going to appear from the sky, that God's going to send them money through the magic mailbox, and that just isn't the case. So I want to share with you the book, The Richest Man Who Ever Lived. It's based on King Solomon's Proverbs. So basically what the author did, Stephen K. Scott, is that he went to get, he actually read the book of Proverbs over many times. So he did it for 2 years. He read a proverb a day for 2 years. And he really extracted everything he could from King Solomon's wisdom. And it's amazing. Like, it's so profound and so good. This book is going to revolutionize your business. It's going to reshape the way you think about wealth, about wisdom, about the fundamental principles that God put into place for us to follow so that your business will succeed. And so I highly recommend this book. The author shares how he was, he had failed so many jobs. I think he was at his 10th job when he just kept on, thinking he was doing the right steps, doing the right things, and never keeping a job, always getting laid off. And he shares how reading Proverbs every day after 2 years, how that revolutionized his life, his business, and ended up becoming a multi-millionaire. So I recommend this book. There's also Think and Grow Rich. And I'm going to recommend Think and Grow Rich for you to buy, but I will also recommend the companion guide, which was written by a Christian. Okay, so Think and Grow Rich was not written by a Christian. It was written by Napoleon Hill. But there is a Christianized version, if you want, written by Joshua Finley, which is a pastor. And so his book is called The Biblical Companion Guide to Think and Grow Rich. And it's a Bible-based look at Think and Grow Rich. So I recommend that you get both so that you can really study them both, because Think and Grow Rich is basically built on success principles and analyzing different successful people and basically what made them successful. And obviously there's certain things that he mentions. He'll talk about like the universe, but we know it's God basically. So I kind of translate it in my head, because I understand what he's saying. I'm able to extract the essence of it and just replace it by God, because I know God is, the master of the universe. So, but I recommend you get this version. I'll leave the links below in the description where you can get these on Amazon, so you can create a companion guide and really go get the Christian, values and everything that we're learning about, kingdom principles and godly principles that God put in place for us to have success. But most Christians just haven't studied it, and that's why they're not getting the success they want in their business. And then there's this book, which is about influence, because I believe, so it's, this is maybe a book you've heard of. It's been around a while, and the other ones as well. It's a national bestseller. It's called Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion, by Robert Cialdini. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And basically this book is going to teach you how to influence people in the right way. So you're going to learn the psychology of how to sell yourself, of how to influence people into, either working with you or selling your services. But as a Christian, you can take these principles and obviously use it in a good way, because your services are always to add value and help people. Most believers want to help people and have created businesses around that so that they can, help people with their services, or join their home business so that they can create financial freedom. So you're going to want to get this book and apply these principles as well. And then the last one is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. It is not a Christian book. However, I am recommending it because you can see that, by reading this book, this man was burned by religion, but he understands the fundamentals of how money works and how you're able to create wealth. And basically, God gave us the ability to create wealth, and these men have used their brains and have used the examples of successful men and have been able to go really get it says your master key to success. So they have been able to take key principles and apply them to their businesses. And so I don't see why we as believers can't do the same thing. We want our businesses to grow because most of us want to impact other believers and shine our light for Christ. So I recommend these tools. Please let me know in the description below what you think. If you've read any of them and how that's helped you in your business. I'd love to chit chat with you. You can find me on Facebook, or you can write to me in the description below and I'll connect with you. So be blessed and thrive on.